Ahoy, hoy! He's ill. And together we are.
Oh, fuck my life. Press the fucking record button and that's what happens. You don't need to press that yet. There's nothing there, is there?
He's got Australian flu and he's hopping mad about it. Hopping mad because of kangaroos. Hey, I thought about that on the way up here and everything.
Well,
that
maybe
was a pre-written joke. That was.
Maybe next time. Don't bother. So today is a world exclusive. I'm hoping as I do that, I'm going to try and get a globe to turn up and
think.
Flat planet.
Yeah.
Yeah, world exclusive.
Genuine. He's not even bullshitting you. He's not even bull pooping you.
I'm
it's
not.
A genuine world exclusive. We are the first. We are the one and only. No
we are
the
one and only.
That's what you get. I wish you did that every time you sung. So, Wild West Exodus, you know it, you love it. You've hopefully seen our How to Play videos.
If you haven't, go watch them because they are awesome.
You can find them on the Wild West Exodus blog posts. So, thank you guys. We really appreciate that. It means really does mean a huge amount to us.
It does. It really
very
does.
Grateful that you've shared our love for
for your game.
For your game. Hold on a minute. Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah.
But no, it's really great. We're
so,
really proud to be
world exclusive. Are you ready? Are you ready?
That's a massive bass, giggity. Massive. Do you like it big? Oh yeah, you do.
That's it.
No, that's not it.
That's it.
That's not it. He's just being silly. There's something.
That is it.
Go and get the thing. Get it.
No.
I'll fucking cut you.
World exclusive.
Genuine. Ba-ba-da-bum.
As in, literally just hot off the press. Parky's getting so excited
I am proper
because
excited.
it's for him. I'm not going to let him have it.
Ooh.
It's only
the Deadly Seven.
Dun 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 dun.
Deadly Seven posse set. I'm so excited to see these guys.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
Oh, lucky.
Oh, don't be poo.
Suppose you want to see a close up of the box and everything, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, here we go.
So the Deadly Seven are a outlaw posse that you can use. They're a themed posse of kind of individuals
Magnificent
who are
Seven?
kind of Magnificent Seven. They've got that kind of vibe about them, and they are. Oh, we haven't recorded it yet. Oh, you have recorded
It's
it.
recording.
And they've each got their own little backstory, and they're like a little mercenary kind of group that hang about. But you can also use them in other factions as well.
Because they are counted as outlaws.
Outlaws, lawmen, I think, because he's an ex-lawman or an ex-union officer. I forget. And Enlightened.
Really?
Yep.
Really?
Deadly Seven. So, back of the box, we've got Adina Vanez, who's there. Alan Knox, Faraday, who's a Confederate Automan, like a robot dude who gained sentience and is now like wandering around doing his own thing. Excellent model. I love the little kind of jaunty pose. The beast that is Kodiak, who's like a big kind of bear dude. He's nails in combat. He is absolute nails. We've got Razors Lee, who's got throwing knives. Cool. We've got Earl Shepherd and his robot dog Brutus. And then we've got Black Blood, who is a kind of Warrior Nation guy who's gone off the rails.
Ooh, wow.
And he's been getting Rwenge. Can I open them, Mummy?
No.
I'm opening them, Mummy.
There's nothing in there. It's only sent us the box.
Sniff it.
Sometimes.
And again, sleeve with the lovely box. I do like it's just nice.
It's just
a nice.
Very nicely produced. I'm so ill.
There you go. We've got some bases.
Base. Barry biscuit base.
And we've got the sprue with all of the stuff on. I'll just show you this now. There are some knives that have come off the sprue for Razors Lee. They go on him. And we'll show the sprue. We've got oh, the detail's lovely. Got Razor's Lee there, his body throwing his knife. Little things I really like. They've got the in the corner. You've got the parts, so H8, C1. So even though there aren't any instructions, you can just clip the bits out, and you know where they will go because that's like H1. So that will go with H. So H is whoever H is. So you clip out all the H's, and then you can
glue them all together.
I don't know if they're on the website yet, but the instructions will be on the website. This is a very early production copy. I'm so excited. Oh, there's Brutus, the attack dog, wearing skin. Oh, I love the detail of the hair on Kodiak's arm. Really, really nice. And I love. Kodiak's got to be probably one of my favourites. I love that you got the. So you can see on the art. Well, he's not on the front, but there is art for the model on the website, and you can see how this kind of like this lines across here are kind of like where it's sheepskin kind of poking out. Where it's just really cool. But the detail on it is just wonderful. Oops! I mean, check out that's Black Blood's front. You can see all the little details of the teeth or whatever they are on his necklace.
You don't need the cards anymore because you can print them off.
Download them all online.
Online.
I mean, that's just stunning. Seriously, I am gushing, but the details are just it's really hard for me to find. There's where is she? Oh, because I'm looking through that.
Wiggling it about's a bloody march.
There's Adina Vanez.
Oh, nice.
Just stunning. Great work.
Pretty.
Who else do you want to see? I mean, look at that. Look at Razor's with a little chain across his front, all little buttons, his little pocket watch. I mean, they're just stunning. It's what I was speaking to Straw before we started. One of the things I really like about these models is they're more like a 35mm kind of scale, and I really like that you can just fit that much more detail on the sprue. I mean, look, who's that at the back of? I think that's the back of El Shepherd, though I could be wrong. Detail on the back of his shoulders. Just gorgeous, darling.
A gorgeous, darling. They are very, very
on
nice.
the back of, oh, I'm so excited. And there's the faces. Proper expressions and shit. Some of them are upside down. Oh, there's Faraday.
Beep, beep, boop. Oh, very pretty, aren't they?
And the detail on that weapon. And that's the back of the weapon.
Yeah, for crying out loud.
That's the back of the weapon that you don't even see, and it's still super detailed. Oh my god. Oh, I'm putting it in front of the fucking viewfinder instead of the actual camera. Oh man.
You're too easily excited, Parky. But that's not all.
Isn't it?
No!
There's more.
They did send us a few extra other bits. So, what else is in here? Have a base.
Oh, that's a big base.
Oh, another
That's a big base. Extra large bases, I believe.
Have an empty thing.
There's a thing. Oh, look at that. Look, right, so, I don't know if you've come across this stuff before, but you can...
No, it pops!
I
think you need some of these.
Okay.
You'll find out why in a minute. And then there's 2 packets of shizzy bits.
2 packets of stuff. Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh. Right. What have we got here? Oh, it's these guys. Awesome. Hey!
He's easily pleased, isn't he? Easily pleased.
As an enlightened player, yes. Yes, I am. So here we've got... Oh, man. That's some lovely work.
The Gatling...
The brutes. We've got a Gatling brute and a flamer brute.
No. I said no, sir.
They're very tall, aren't they?
They are very tall.
The detail on that resin is just glorious.
It is. It really is nice.
There's a few little... I mean, even as I'm rubbing, any of the little bits are coming off. As I found with the last resin stuff I got from Wayland / War Cradle, I went over them with a toothbrush, and that just brought off all of the flash and all of the little, fluffy little bits. I mean, I love the detail and the musculature and the like stitch marks, if you like. Big gun.
It's the Gatling one, isn't it?
Yeah. Mowing folk down. It's probably because they felt bad for all of your Gatling dogs that you've got. There's a flamethrower. Because who doesn't want a flamethrower?
Me.
Well, you're going to get one.
Oh.
There's the backpack for the flamethrower. I like the little touch of the bullet holes in the back. That's for the Gatling where all of the...
bullets are kept.
Yeah, and that's for the flamethrower. Lovely job. Oh, and there's your arms that hold the weapons. There's his grumpy little head. I don't know why he's so grumpy. You'd think he'd be happy being all brought back from the dead.
Probably not, I'd have thought.
And there's the one wearing the gas mask type dealie.
Oh, that's the flaming then, is it?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Cool stuff.
Ammo belt.
Ammo belt for the Gatling. And a tube for the fire.
Stuff.
Flame on.
That's got him all excited again, hasn't it?
It has, yeah.
He's about to have a third jizz.
Because playing, what's her name?
Augustus Byron.
Augusta Byron. He remembered.
Wow!
So her theme posse is all about units with the creation rule, which these guys have. Hooray!
Wow.
So her,
wow.
the Big Zombie Snake, Big Bad John, Creation 7, these guys, get right in, up to the elbow.
Oh dear.
Maybe even up to the shoulder, depending on how good I am to you. Lovely stuff. Ah, the Enlightened. Who doesn't love the Enlightened?
Me.
Well, that's because you're silly. More away properly. And then, what's this? Oh, it's a Jewist. It's a Jewist Hex Beast. Oh. So Hex Beasts. Oh, he's big, isn't he? Big. So this is one of the first models that I believe they've got on the website painted. So when you go onto the shop area of the website, and you can see renders of all of the models, they've actually got a painted version of this guy, which is one of the first painted versions they've got. So the Hex Beasts are quite integral into the game of Wild West Exodus. So certain models have the tainted special rule, and if they die, there's a chance they can come back as a Hex Beast because they've had the power of the Hex kind of woven through them, and they might come back. I don't believe you have anyone who's tainted.
I have one, in fact.
I have
Morgan.
I don't know.
Morgan, one of the Earps.
One of the Earps. I have a plethora of tainted models.
Yeah, you get cream for that.
Yeah, I know, right? And here we have. And what I really like is that they're not just.
He's obviously got a kind of bigger base, hasn't he? He's not going to come on one of these, is he?
Yeah, no, he goes on a
does
medium. Yeah.
Oh, well, you'll need those two then.
And
Those three.
yeah, because they go on mediums as well. They don't just look like gribbly monsters. They do have a look about them, which is this kind of like the large boils, which are kind of where all the hex juice is bursting out, and they've got this kind of like You know, where you can see, yeah, you can. It's the flesh stretched over the muscle as they've kind of increased in size, and they're kind of pushing against their own skin as they're ready to explode. And they do actually have rules in the game where if they die, they explode and automatically hit everyone within a certain range of them. So you want to shoot them at that range.
I said, good day, sir.
He's got one big arm, you can see all that flesh stretched over. Stuff. And then a pointy, pokey arm. So they don't just look like chaosy spawn type things, they've got their own look, which I really like. All that muscularity.
I like the elongated head as well, with all the growths on it.
Yeah. And so they're all full of hex juice. Ready to burst. And pop all over you.
Another well-documented, put-together battle hammer video.
Well, yeah.
Of Parker making zombie noises.
So you can see it's a little shiny. That's probably just a little bit of
residue
from the
popping it out.
Lubrication.
Ooh,
I always wash my resin models. I think it's always a good idea, just in warm soapy water, just to give them a bit of a wash with a toothbrush to get off any residue before you undercoat them.
Yeah.
But yeah, looking forward to getting these put together and on the table. Thank you very much. Oh, I'm excited.
So what you're going to do is you're going to do a video for each of those as you paint them, aren't you?
I am, yes. So definitely for all of the models in the Deadly 7, I'm going to do a painting, I say tutorial, but it's going to be a painting video.
It's going to be Parker painting whilst talking.
Yeah, it's not. I don't know about a tutorial in that here's how I did it, but I'm going to be painting them the colours that they are in the art because I like the look of them in the art, and because they're like a unique mercenary individual group, I don't need to fit them with my other army.
No.
And then I'll do a tutorial for the Hex Beasts as well, because again that will be covered generally, and then I can do a video with the constructs because that will cover how to paint, because they're Gatling constructs or creations or whatever, but that'll cover any kind of Enlightened model that you could care to name.
Cool. So again, when you're doing painting videos, what we can do is, as you're yakking and painting, blah blah blah, if you get to a point where you're not actually saying anything because you are just painting, if you can like just put a little marker or something, so I can see it,
so you can edit.
Then I can speed it up, speed the videoing up at that point, so you can be going blah 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 blah. I'm not now talking for 5 minutes, and I go. And we can speed the film up.
Good plan.
So you have it's all stuff that's happening nearby, somewhere near you.
So I know that definitely for the constructs, the rules are the instructions to put them together online, because I've seen them online, and I'm not 100% sure about these. I haven't seen them.
They're not really difficult, are they? Let's be brutally honest.
And I imagine if they're not up yet, they will be up soon. But hugely excited to have a world exclusive of the Deadly 7. Oh yeah, Roy!
Now you will hear more about these when we go on to the next series of videos, which is going to be breakdowns of each of the factions.
Look at breakdowns.
Wow,
it's so cool. Hip hop and happening, Daddy-O.
Oh yeah. Which is going to be like the next parts of. It was only going to be a part 4 thing that we did originally, but people liked it, so we're carrying on doing some more stuff.
Now we're going to chat about kind of highlights in a faction, something that makes them unique over the other factions, and then I will do a 1,000-point army list just to give you an idea of not necessarily a standard.
No, these are
army
going to
list,
be our
what we would
want to play. How these are faction overviews, the way we see them.
Yeah,
it might not be the way that anybody that Warcradle sees them, or the way people will play them. But these are the way, because we look at our armies slightly differently, don't we? We go more of a fluff base, and then we kind of okay, we'll have that. Oh, that'd be really good if we could bring this in as well.
And also one of the things about Wild West Exodus in general is even the factions within themselves aren't set in stone. You know, you could have two enlightened forces that play very differently because you've taken this boss or that boss, or you're using those models. Especially like the outlaws, for example, they've got so much variation that you can't really get a typical outlaw force.
A lot of it depends on how you want to play your gang.
Yeah. So expect to see more soon.
Yeah.
Same bat time, same bat channel. Well, different bat time probably. Probably the same bat. I mean, it will be the same bat channel.
It's going to have to be, isn't it? Because otherwise it...
Where would they find? They wouldn't know where to find it, would they?
Exactly. We forgot to add this bit to the video.
No, here we are, mere moments later after I've glued them all together just now. Right?
No, mate.
I mean, I'm wearing different clothes.
That makes a fucking change.
Because I spilled glue on my other t-shirt. Haha! And yes, I've grown more stubble, but that's because of...
It's been days.
It's been a couple of days.
Excuse me. Yeah. He's managed to get them glued together, believe it or not.
So we thought we'd show you them all, you know, rather than just looking at them as a sprue, why not look at them assembled?
Before he starts throwing paint on them.
Indeed.
So, I suppose we've got to turn this little one on then, so you can start showing them, Porky.
Yeah. So, we'll start with the, construct, sorry, the, whatever they're called.
Gatling constructs.
Brutes.
Shoots.
So they're big dudes. So we've got one guy with a Gatling gun, big Dakka, and we've got one guy with a flamethrower. Really cool. A couple of things to note is just as a standing next to a dude kind of thing.
They're quite big.
It's a normal sized dude. They're pretty tall, pretty big. Now, the creation keyword. A couple of nice little touches on the models. They're on the legs. They've got barbed wire wrapped around the legs, which is pretty cool. Which I'm looking forward to painting up. And because they're computer assisted design, the top halves are the same, and it looks like they've mirrored the legs. So it doesn't matter, each gun can fit on each model and each head can fit on each model. So if you were to get more, you could, you know, put the flamethrower on that one and the head on that one and mix them up a bit, which I think keeps it interesting. And again, and also because of the computer assisted design of that, if they were to release different model swaps in the future, which they may or may not do, I don't know, but then they would be easy enough to put in those locations.
Nice.
But yeah, really cool. Went together absolutely fine. I did pin them because I'm a pinner. I like pinning things, but I like the belt coming into his backpack. Just really cool. Flamethrowers and the things on the arms and the bullets in the back, which I like. But no, really cool. Looking forward to them. Like you can see his brains at the top there, and he's got like these little RJ things jammed in at the top of his head.
You.
Yeah, looking forward to getting them on the table and going Dakka, 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 Dakka at you.
I ain't gonna handle, mate.
Then we've got the.
That is a big old bastard, isn't it?
Juiced Hex Beast. So again, compared to a normal dude, he's quite big and monstrosity. You will notice there is a tiny gap there, but that's my fault because I pinned the arm and it was ever so slightly off kilter. But I can fill that with some green stuff, no problem at all. Apart from that, went together really, really well.
That could be used for anything in any old game, can't it?
Yeah, totally.
Chaos Spawn.
Something like that.
Beast of Nurgle. Yeah, great. Move on, Dick.
Then we come to the
actual seven themselves.
The piece of resistance, the Deadly Seven. So let's start with the guy I just showed you. This is Alan Knox. He's got a gun called, I believe, Petunia.
Is it a grenade launcher?
It is a little grenade launcher. Couple of really nice little touches. I don't know how well you can see this if it's going to come across. But the rifling on his grenade launcher. Just a nice little touch to give it some detail and give it some kind of... Because obviously it would be more accurate.
The light can't catch that from there.
Oops. How to make this better? Yeah, you should just be able to see that. There's some rifling on the grenade launcher to kind of give it the appearance of it spinning in the air, so he's more accurate with it.
He's
got a nice little smirky little face as well, a little side smile.
Cock.
It's a bit of a geezer. Speaking of grenade launchers, we've got a lady with a launcher repeater. This is Edina Vanez.
That's Vasquez, isn't it, really, from Aliens?
Maybe. Couple of nice little touches. I like her wrist joint there. Really looks like gives this weapon some weight as she's kind of lifting it up. And her head came in two pieces, the kind of the face, bottom half, and then the hair, which I wasn't sure about at first, but it did mean that you could get a lot more detail onto the hair, and even a little bun at the back's got some nice detail on it.
While you're doing that, we forgot to show them the other three that we got.
Oh.
Fortunately, I've got them all together now, so...
Cool. Actually, although this bit looks a bit fiddly, it went together surprisingly well. There's like a little, I don't know what you call this, like a joist or a
nubbin
kind of lock it onto her back, which I really like. Went together really. I mean, she was the most fiddly, but she wasn't fiddly. Like, I didn't need instructions for these, I just put them together on the box. There's some lovely like filigree detail on her grenade launcher as well, which I really like. And her pose makes her look proper badass. So that's Edina Vanez. Then we'll go for Black Blood. Again, really nicely put together model. Little things like the this arm and the bow and the arrow itself are kind of one piece, but where the join is the natural join in his glove, so it really hides the joins and stuff like that, which is really nice. And even, I don't know if I'm imagining this, but I know there's a thing called the Archer's Paradox, where you fire it to one side and it kind of naturally, the arrow kind of bends around, and they have got that effect on here, which I really like. There's some detail on his scalp where he's been scalped. Lovely stuff. And I like that, you know, he does have this kind of tall, lean look about him, but sometimes it's hard to get like human proportions on a model. But he looks individual, even without the weapon and the scalp. You know, he still looks like his own dude. That's Black Blood. Then we've got Razor's Lee, throwing knife, because that's what he do. Couple of nice little touches. We showed you already the watch chain on him there. And I love that he's got this kind of dagger behind his back ready. So, you know, you look at him from the front, and there he is throwing a dagger, and he's got another one behind him ready to go for his next throwing knife attack. And some knives on his belt. Really cool looking dude, really individual. Really kind of stands out compared to a lot of generic-y, not generic-y cowboys, but you know what I mean. You know, a lot of people wear cowboy hats because it's cowboys. He looks really individual. Then we've got Kodiak, the big bear dude. Really active, dynamic pose of him kind of getting stuck in. A couple of things here. He's got some great fur on his arms.
That's one hell of a weapon, isn't it?
Yeah. He's got a mighty tankard for drinking. I just stuck some rocks on his base because I had a spare 5 minutes before I base him. I don't know how well the camera's going to pick this up, but his nails, you can actually see like proper, he's not just got pointy ends of fingers, he's got proper claws, like proper nails. I think that did the, oh, excuse me for spitting, that was rude. Really awesome detail, and you can see the detail on his hands. It does give you the feel of this kind of feral dude just waiting to attack. You know, getting stuck in and slaying dudes left and right.
You mean falling over and dying very quickly when I shoot him from a long, long way away?
Well, probably.
Yeah.
Then we've got what is probably my favourite model out of the Deadly Seven is Faraday. I love him so much. He's got this jaunty kind of walking along with his foot in the air, smoking a cigar. His little face and his even like his little neck. The head's at just the right angle to make it look jaunty. His little two fingers on his gun there, just kind of like, oh yeah, come on in, come on, give it a try. I dare you. Come on. And he's got an extra gun at the back there that you wouldn't necessarily see at first, And I think, oh, it just gives him a little bit of, ah ha ha, I've got you. I've got an extra little gun. And the detail on his forearms and on his face is just wonderful. Really looking forward to painting him up and seeing him on the table. I think he's cracking. Easily my favourite model. I think the posing isn't like overtly over the top and dynamic, but it just adds so much to him, to his character. Really makes him look jaunty. Then we have Brutus, who is an attack dog, but kind of with a bit of extra shenanigans. He's got this skull on his face and some skin poured over him and some extra little spikes. Interestingly, I really love the pose. Really proper, like mid-run, mid-gallop. And actually, even though it's only a little one contact point, you know, because it's plastic glue, there's not a problem with it being too fragile or anything like that. I think if it was resin or metal, that would be almost impossible. But in plastic, because you literally weld the plastic together, there isn't an issue. But, you know, it looks proper, you know, lifelike with its run. Especially looking head on. Really, really cool. Like that guy. And then we've got, what's his name? Earl Shepherd, who is in what I thought was a really weird pose. It's kind of like running away pointing. And then I realised that you're only ever going to, ideally, Brutus is his little pet. So Brutus is his little pet dog. So if you pop Brutus down next to him, there he is. Like, because Brutus has got a special rule where he can, if he's within 4 inches and he gets attacked in combat, he can jump in and take the shot or something like that. I thought that then kind of, this pose that looks a bit weird actually totally makes sense. You know, he's pointing like, get him, and I'm going to get out of the way kind of thing, you know. So yeah, really interesting. There's a couple of little, so these shoulders are kind of reminiscent of other models that are already in the range, so it kind of ties him in, because he has got this backstory that he goes on, and he's been working as a lawman before and doing all these things, so that's why he kind of looks more familiar. But yeah, I wasn't sure about his pose at first, but after seeing it all together,
does make sense.
It totally made sense with the rules of it. And of course, it is hard, I think, when you have a miniatures game, to make people look different. You know, because surely everyone's just standing there going pew with their gun. But no, really, really, all plastic. I mean, I'm no like expert modeller, but they all went together. I didn't need instructions. I just looked, because the sprue is laid out in. It's got numbers and letters to say, like, get all the A pieces and put that guy together. So that was fine. And here we've got ones that I haven't seen yet. Some civilians. Oh wow. Oh, I love this dude pulling on his trousers.
But the thing is, he's in the middle of having a shave.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, if you look, he's got the cloth around his neck.
Oh, of course.
He's only got half a beard.
Yeah.
But he hasn't got his trousers on, which is a little bit of a concern.
Shit and a shave. Going for a shit. Press his bum.
I like the way you can see the way his trousers are pulling on his foot.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Lovely. That's very nice, clothy kind of dynamic texture. How well you can see that. Half bearded, half not, because of his shaving foam. Really interesting. And it is, I think, civilian models could have been very generic and kind of just like...
But you look at each of these and there's a story.
Yeah.
Story there straight away. Nope! I said good day, sir!
Got to be the bank manager or someone like that, isn't he?
The rich merchant who knows the bad guys are coming. I'm just taking some money out of the bank.
Or the mayor or someone like that.
Fuck you all, I'm out of here.
Of course. You know, in its little details, like, yes, he's overweight because he's wealthy, so that signifies his wealth, because he's big fat fatty. Love it in his big mutton chops. Awesome. And then we've got...
the old soiled dove.
Love it! A hooker getting drunk.
Boot in one hand.
Yes. Oh, that's so cool. Guzzling some booze.
Just probably having a quick rinse.
Oh, yeah, before... Oh, you see up a skirt. Lovely cloth texture on there as well.
Yeah, really looking forward to painting that one.
Yeah, it's going to come out really nice, isn't it? Awesome sauce. So that's the Deadly 7, which aren't out yet. World exclusive.
Still.
And some other bits and pieces that are out.
Yeah.
And available from your friendly local game store.
Yes, indeed. So there you go.
We hope you liked that. Over the next however long, I'm going to be doing How to Paint the Deadly Seven badly. And other such things.
Yeah, but they already know that because that's in the video.
Yeah.
This little bit's just been stuck on the end so they can see it. So
Giggity goo.
cheers.
So
thank you to Stu and all the guys at War Cradle for the support that you've been. Not thanks for that.
Yeah, baby.
Not
right
thanks for
face.
that. And we will continue.
Thank you, good and hard.
We will continue doing what we do best, which is
play games, get drunk, fall over, swear.
pretty much. So if you want to see more of this,
then don't forget to like and subscribe if you liked it and want to subscribe. If you don't like it and don't want to subscribe, you don't have to like and subscribe, but we would like it if you liked and subscribed. And until next time, stay hammered.
do 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 do.